Did you ever have assigned seating in the dugout?
Nobody wanted to sit close to me. I could have any seat I wanted. At home at Candlestick Park, I always sat at the far home plate side of the dugout, right next to the bat rack.
A pop-up by Quintero. This should do it for the 7th. Derek Lee, 2 hands on it. Comes Marv Levy.
Conductor for taking me out to the ball game is Hall of Fame football coach Marv Levy.
Okay, Cub fans, let's hear it. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if we ever come back, for it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Okay, let's get some run.
You know, every time I think about you, baby, it's like a movie in my head that drives me crazy.
Put a refreshing spin on your summer.
Can't contain it.
Bud Light Lime. The just right taste of Bud Light with a refreshing splash of 100% natural lime flavor. One taste and you'll find the good time lime. Bud Light Lime.
Daydreaming again.
What's up?
Oh, my feet are killing me.
You should get some custom fit orthotics.
Dr. Scholl's Custom Fit Orthotic Center. It recommends the custom fit orthotic that's best for your feet, and foot care scientists are behind it.
You get immediate comfort.
And you could save a couple $100.
For locations, see drscholls.com.
Wait for it. Boom.
You ready?
I see the face of America, and it is divine.
The little things have mattered today. It's a 1-0 Cubs lead as we get into the bottom of the 7th. We have a Hall of Famer in the booth. Marv Levy, the great coach of the Buffalo Bills and a Chicago native. And what a pleasure it is to have you here. We'll still call you Coach. You're always Coach, right?
Well, that's right. That's my new name, right? Not new, but it's my now continued name. It's great to be here in Wrigley, though, Len.
1 strike the count on Ryan Theriot. Beautiful day. A huge crowd. Where else would you rather be? And you used to say that to your players, right?
That was what I said to our players before the kickoff of every game I ever coached. I remember the first time I ever coached, I was the youngest major college head coach in the country. The players gathered around, and it just washed over me. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now? So I said it before the kickoff of every game after that, Len.
I'm sure that got all your players focused on the task at hand, and also just a little reminder of how great they have it, huh?
Yeah, they're very fortunate. I told them, don't ever forget why you first played this game. It was fun. Don't ever let that go out of it.
Berkman will take a look at it. Actually, jump right into the stands. Why not?
Check that man's ticket.
How'd you like sitting in the front office as opposed to coaching?
I was a lot smarter in the front office than I was on the field, and I did some broadcasting for a while. I was a lot smarter in that undertaking too. Bob can commiserate
sure, yeah.
with that, I know, but it was fun. We'll go back with the Buffalo Bills, the fans there, wonderful.
Yeah, the further away you get from the field, the smarter you get.
Oh, absolutely. You remember all the things you did right, and many of the fans remember what you did wrong, so it evens out.
Now Ted Lilly getting a great hand. He's been really good on the mound and has scored the only run in this game. Well, as we look for connections between football and baseball, There's been a lot of discussion about replay. You can now look at boundary calls. Was it a home run? Was it not a home run? And the NFL has a very extensive replay system now. Do you like it? Would you like to see more of it? And do you think baseball should have more extensive replay than they already have?
Well, boy, that is, and that you come up with the tough questions, don't you?
Well, we know you'd have a good answer.
Yeah, sure. I tell you, replay, I think, has helped in football. I'd like to see it a little bit different, not on the basis of a challenge, but somebody, an official sitting in a replay booth who says, wait a minute, that play should be reviewed, period. Not necessarily a coach or a player throwing a flag indicating they want to replay.
Yeah, it does add some more strategy to it, and you'd hate to have a team have 4 bad calls or 5 bad calls against them. And, you know, if you get one wrong and a timeout and the whole deal, you can't challenge one later. And, of course, the final 2 minutes in overtime, it is a booth challenge as Lilly is tagged out. Baseball, I don't know, Bob. I think you and I are kind of mixed on it, right? You want more. You want balls and strikes to be replayed.
I want everything to be replayed.
Well, you want to get it right, so I understand that side of the argument. It does tend to slow the game down, and there are vehicles available today that weren't available when the rules of the league were first written. So
right.
there's merit in that.
Yeah, we have every angle you can find, and it's tough to be an umpire and a referee. And it's a fast game. The NFL faster than ever.
Well, it is tough out there. For the first time in my long career, I'll say something nice about referees, I guess. No, I've said it before. But for some reason, NFL films always caught me
sure.
emoting.
Absolutely. They like spice, right?
Yeah.
Coach Marv Levy, the Hall of Famer. Always a pleasure. Thanks for stopping by today.
Thank you, and it's been a pleasure, Bob. A pleasure.
Hey, baseball fan, need a fix? Get the Cubs and Sox download.
There's a swing and a drive, deep right center. Yes!
At WGNAmerica.com for the full lineup of scores, stats, trivia, and more.
Does any mother ever feel like their kids are adults? I have twins, 21 years old. Each kid has their own path. They grow up and they're out having their life. I really started to talk to them about the things that are important that they have to take ownership over. My name's Colleen Stiles, and my kids and I did our wills on LegalZoom.
We created LegalZoom to help you take care of the ones you love. Go to LegalZoom.com today and complete your will in minutes. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
To stay on top of my game after 50, I switched to a complete multivitamin with more. Only one a day men's 50+ Advantage has ginkgo for memory and concentration, plus support for heart health. That's a great call.
One a day men's.
In a few easy minutes, your love can be tangible. Send money with Western Union and become the inspiration behind a smile. Give the gift that makes a difference. Send $50 for only $5 to anywhere in the U.S. Visit any participating agent location today. Western Union. Yes.
This is my sweet smile. This is my excited smile.
Now you can have the white smile you want with the Rembrandt 2-Hour Whitening Kit. Proven to visibly whiten teeth in just 2 hours.
Rembrandt is a name that I trust. My teeth are whiter. Can you see?
I am so confident when my smile is white. There's nothing that can stop me. Move aside. Here I come.
Save up to $8 off Rembrandt products at onerembrandt.com.
Bud Light rocks Chicago with the return of the Bud Light Concert Series. Paramore is playing the Charter One Pavilion August 18th. Get your tickets at livenation.com. The Summer Concert Series is brought to you by Bud Light. Live music and Bud Light. Here we go.
Ted Lilly starting the 8th against pinch hitter Pedro Feliz. He bats for Brett Myers, who was excellent today, but right now on the hook for the loss. Feliz has big shoes to fill. Myers was 2 for 2. And he hooks it down the left field line and deep, and I'd say he came through a game-time pinch hit home run. So that 9 spot, 3 for 3. And it's 1-1. Third career pinch hit homer for Feliz.
The third home run in 15 at-bats for Feliz against Ted Lilly in his career. Feliz, another one of the Astros that's struggling through a feeble offensive season, but got every bit of that one.
So now Myers off the hook for the loss, and he still could get the win if the Astros can push across another run. We talked about it off the top. That's where you want to hit a home run today with the wind direction.
Good low ball hitter, and he went down and golfed that one to left field. You said it at the very top of the show, Lynn. If you're going to hit one today, that's the location to go, somewhere between the well and the foul line, and that's exactly where Feliz hit that ball.
And he just snapped in 0 for 14. Only his second hit in the month of July. As we sit here on the 21st, a pop up by Bourgeois. Lee in foul ground. There's still time to get great seats, including bleachers, for Cubs games this summer. To purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com. Call 1-800-THE-CUBS or visit the Wrigley Field box office. Lefty Sean Marshall is up, chatting with bullpen coach Lester Strode. Angel Sanchez, 1 for 3, 2 for 4. And here comes Lou. We've got Lance Berkman coming up. So if he makes a change, he would go with Marshall, and he's going to do it. You want to keep Berkman on the right side. Carlos Marmol just got up as well. So Ted will leave again. Lack of run support today. He's in a dogfight. 1-1 in the 8th. We'll be back.
Right now, when you stay 2 times with Comfort Inn or any Choice Hotel, you can feed a family of 4. Book now at choicehotels.com to start earning your $50 restaurant gift card.
Signal. Airborne, beautiful, and strong. There to ensure the most powerful transmitter is you. Rule the air.
Look, we've all dealt with the itching of athlete's foot. I can't just wash it away. Killing it takes clinical strength. I only use Lotrimin Ultra. Its powerful formula can even cure severe cases of athlete's foot. Nothing cures better. Lotrimin Ultra, the killer cure.
Smoothies from McCafe have taken center stage at McDonald's. Spun from real fruit in strawberry, banana, and wildberry. Experience the intense and spectacular burst of fruit starting at just $2.29. The simple joy of real fruit smoothies.
With friends like these, who needs enemies? How I Met Your Mother, premiering this fall on WGN America.
Ted, I'm sure, upset about the leadoff homer to the pinch hitter Feliz, but he was excellent today all the way around, helping his team offensively and hoping Sean Marshall can keep this game tied into the bottom of the 8th. Sanchez the runner at first. Lance Berkman still batting right-handed.
Well, I'll tell you, Len, for Ted Lilly today, a perfect example of what it means to pitch at the big league level. He didn't have a good breaking ball in the early part of the ball game, but he used his fastball on both corners of the plate, mixed in some straight changeup, kind of tap danced his way through the Astros lineup a couple of times until he found the feel for his breaking pitches, and he was outstanding after that.
Their closer's Matt Lindstrom. He's up along with another righty, Brandon Lyon. Lindstrom throws very hard. Another fan enjoying his first Cubs game today. Got the call on the slider. 1-2.
Well, this ball starts on one side of the plate, ends up on the other side of the plate. Berkman thought it was inside, but as that ball crossed the front of the dish, it was in the strike zone.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Hey, Cub fans, this season it's easier than ever to find the seats you want or sell tickets to games you can't make on StubHub, the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Chicago Cubs. You'll find great seats and great service on StubHub all season, so go to StubHub.com and choose your seats today.
I was talking the other day about runs created, runs saved, try to evaluate the value of a particular player, and MLB's an MLB numbers guru Lee Sinnen sends out weekly rankings. Sean Marshall tied for 10th in the National League at +13 in the runs saved above average. That's every pitcher in the league. That includes starters, relievers. So he's in the top 10. That's how valuable he's been to the Cubs. Josh Johnson, Ubaldo Jimenez are 1 and 2 in those rankings. That's pretty impressive to have not even a closer, but a setup reliever be in the top 10 in that department. Ryan Dempster's second on the team. He's +11. So you could argue that Sean Marshall's been the Cubs' most valuable pitcher this season. I'd say Carlos Marmol pretty close to him on that list. Throw to first, and Sanchez back in time.
I think the amazing thing about Sean Marshall, Len, has been his consistency. It's hard to think of a stretch this season where he wasn't throwing the ball extremely well.
Won 5 games in the month of May.
I mean, pitchers, just like hitters, can go into slumps, whether it's a mental thing or a physical thing, or you just lose the feel for 1 or 2 of your pitches. But Sean Marshall, from day 1 of this season, has been as consistent as any pitcher on the staff, certainly, and as those numbers that you gave a moment ago would indicate, he's right up there with the best in the league.
Marmol ready if needed here in the 8th in a tie game, but Marshall 1 and 2 on Pence with 2 down. And for me, I think it's why you keep him in his current role as long as you can. He has started in the past. He's just been a lot better as a reliever. Pence thought about it, held up 2 and 2. I think part of the reason he's so effective is that he is not a typical left-handed reliever. How many guys in his position have the curveball as their big out pitch? Most guys in that spot are the hard throwers. Matt Thorntons and guys like that. Fukudome over near the bullpen, makes a catch, and that ball would have landed fair. Nicely done by Kosuke. They tie it on the Phillies leadoff homer. It's 1-1.
Take matters in your own hands. Keep that car running better, longer. Do everything you can to make sure a small job doesn't turn into a costly one. And AutoZone is the one place with the expertise and tools you need to do the job right the first time. Because do it yourself doesn't mean you have to do it alone. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
This is my sweet smile. This is my excited smile.
Now you can have the white smile you want with the Rembrandt 2-Hour Whitening Kit. Proven to visibly whiten teeth in just 2 hours.
Rembrandt is a name that I trust. My teeth are whiter. Can you see?
I am so confident when my smile is white. There's nothing that can stop me. Move aside. Here I come.
Save up to $8 off Rembrandt products at onerembrandt.com.
You've had a terrible fall.
No, I haven't.
Really? Because I could swear you fell straight out of heaven, angel.
Can I be honest with you? Yes, but not about my body or my hair or what other people are saying about me.
Visit the official online shop of the Chicago Cubs at Cubs.com. Browse the largest selection of official gear, including the latest apparel, nostalgic memorabilia, and authentic classics for the whole family. Get your gear from the official source, the Cubs.com shop. Accept no substitutes. Well, Brad Mills choosing to bring in his closer, Matt Lindstrom, in a 1-1 tie in the 8th. Big leg kick. And a big swing and a miss by Starlin Castro on a slider. Average up to 296. A healthy 350 on base percentage. An easy inning for Lindstrom, Castro, Lee, and Ramirez. Fly ball out to center. Bourgeois for the out. Cub fans in attendance today. I could hear them saying, "Let's go Cubbies, let's go."
Yeah, we always know when the kids are at the ballpark whether we can see them or not, because we can hear them cheering and chanting in the upper deck.
Inside to D. Lee. Went 2 for 2 with a walk against the starter Myers. This is average up to 251. Last one clocked at 93. We've seen Lindstrom in the mid to upper 90s at times. Brad Mills at one time was in the Cubs system as a minor league manager, was a Cubs advanced scout in 2001, played in the Cubs minor league system as well. Longtime bench coach to Terry Francona in Boston. This is his first year as a major league manager. Rough start. They lost their first 8 games. Now the 2-2. It's way outside.
You talked about Lindstrom's high leg kick. He's got a lot of moving parts in that delivery. Pitches out of the stretch all the time, but takes his hands high above his head. That's really the first thing to move, and then the high leg kick generating that power to get the fastball up there in the mid-90s.
Bourgeois with a beat on it. 2 down. Up Ramirez with 2 outs.
a couple of at-bats. He's due. I think you could say Lindstrom is one of those pitchers who is effectively wild. He throws extremely hard, as we have told you, and has that very involved delivery, and occasionally he'll let one go up underneath the chin of a right-handed hitter. He'll throw one way off the plate away. Not a comfortable at bat.
He's from Idaho. Rexburg, Idaho. Ball Hawks are ready for a home run ball, maybe a game winner. I think as the pitch is being delivered, they get in that ready position like the other defenders. You can't sit there twiddling your thumbs if you're going to catch a home run ball. Tap or foul.
Unlike the players on the field, Ball Hawks have to fight for their plays out there on the street. I mean, if he called for one, everybody else out there on the street wouldn't just give way and let him have it.
Right.
You're going to knock him down and try to take it away. You better be ready.
Monitoring Pat and Ron. Muscled out into left. Carlos Lee's not going to get there in time. It drops for a hit. Little bobble by Lee. Ramirez trying to get that extra base. Safe. He got in. That could be huge.
A little floater dropping down the left field line. Carlos Lee with a long run to get there, and then plays hot potato with it out there. Picked it up and dropped it a couple times. Ramirez had almost come to a complete stop around first base before he saw Lee having his problems out there in left field.
Almost came off the bag. So single and an error. So a Marlon Byrd hit could give the Cubs the lead. Here's a pitch to Bird, swing and a miss. Well, you could take Aramis out for a pinch runner. However, a couple of things would go against that. 2 outs. You only have 1 shot to get that guy in. Even if they do score the run, no guarantee the Cubs are going to win. And he's the hottest hitter on the planet. It's kind of tough to take him out, even though there are some faster guys on the bench. 0-2.
I agree with you, Len, but I do say if there were nobody or 1 out in this inning, I think we would see a pinch runner. I mean, Ramirez is not blessed with great speed, and because of that, occasionally he can be an overly cautious base runner. And in a 1-1 game in the bottom of the 8th inning, it's no time to be cautious.
Kick in the 0-2. He'll do it again. Dome on deck. 2-out single and an error by left fielder Carlos Lee, allowing Ramirez to get into scoring position. Astros and Cubs have combined to go 0 for 5 with men in scoring position. Another 0-2. Ground ball to third, picked up by Johnson. That's the inning. So we'll head to the 9th. Cubs won, Astros won.
The music that is the pulse of America comes to life before your eyes. Head to WGNAmerica.com/Tom Petty now to nail a free trip to LA and front row tickets for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers in concert at the world-famous Hollywood Bowl.
Among guys, Budweiser has become a kind of currency. Helping a friend move gets you a six-pack. Up 3 flights? That's more. Dog sitting for the weekend? Well, that depends on the dog. Riding in the middle seat has its own benefits. The last wing is worth 1. The celery's worthless. Flying blind into a double date for your buddy earns you a case. Though, on occasion, you may owe him. So pay up with the beer that starts with full flavor and ends with a crisp, clean finish. It's what we do. Budweiser.
Last year, the U.S. alone used over 39 billion plastic bottles of water. That's enough to stretch around the Earth over 190 times. Each Brita filter can take up to 300 of those bottles out of the equation. It's a small step that can make a big difference. Visit filterforgood.com for a $5 off coupon.
Juicy Johnsonville sausage, made with only premium cuts of pork since 1945. Johnsonville, sausage is all we do.
For our Chicagoland viewers, the 5 o'clock news coming up in about an hour and a half. Mark Sapelsa, Lourdes Duarte with the news. Tom Skilling will have all the weather. That's this evening at 5 on WGN. Swing and a miss by Carlos Lee. Carlos Marmol is on, the closer. It's a 1-1 tie.
Good bounce back outing for Carlos Marmol. Pitched a perfect 9th inning in the ball game last night. Granted, had a 7-run lead at the time, but his stuff was really good. Threw a lot of fastballs in his appearance last night with the big lead. Starts Carlos Lee with back-to-back sliders here in this at bat.
Fly ball to left. Tyler Colvin, 1 out. Some other day action, all in the American League. Tampa Bay edged Baltimore 5-4. James Shields over Brad Bergeson. The Yankees beat the Angels 10-6. Javier Vasquez over Joel Pinheiro. In front of 47,521 in the Bronx. Minnesota shut out Cleveland. It's the first loss of the second half for the Indians. 6-0. Francisco Liriano over Jake Westbrook. To Keppinger. Call strike 3 on a fastball.
Well, not only a fastball, but a perfectly located fastball, bottom of the kneecaps, outer third of the plate. Keppinger rarely strikes out, but caught looking at that one.
Sweeping slider out of the strike zone on Johnson. 2 flyouts and a walk. Missed again. Johnson went to Stetson University. Before that, Florida Atlantic. Born in Naples, Florida. It's on the west coast of Florida. out of the country. Golf coach, we'll say. Catcher Quintero on deck.
Pocket still hanging out.
You had to remind me.
Maybe he's trying to make some kind of a fashion statement.
Three and two.
Who was it? Mel Hall?
Mel Hall with the batting gloves in the back pockets.
They said he was waving goodbye to the catcher as he made his way down the first baseline.
Crowd getting up. 38-5-33 in the ballpark today. The pitch, swing and a miss. Cubs with a chance to win it in the bottom of the ninth as Marmol makes quick work of the Astros. Back-to-back strikeouts to finish them off.
Everyone thinks their baby is the most beautiful. Now you can decide. One baby will win $5,000. Vote national now through July 28th at WGNAmerica.com.
I've always wanted to do this, sir.
Buckle up.
Mario, there's a big left turn coming up. Funny. Mario, I kind of have to go to the bathroom.
We have a left turn coming up.
I got it.
Crosswalk.
I see it.
I'm hungry.
Honda performance lives in our race cars and in the Accord and Civic Coupes. See your Honda dealer for special offers or go to shophonda.com and enter for a chance to start an IndyCar race with Mario Andretti.
Ever wonder who's searching for you?
5 people searching for me? Oh, goody.
Go to mylife.com, the internet's leading people search site. Just type in your name and see if someone is searching for you for free.
Could be my old client. Maybe he wants me back.
At mylife.com, there are millions of unclaimed messages. You could have messages waiting for you right now. Go to mylife.com, type in your name, and see if someone is searching for you right now for free.
Want hemorrhoid relief without messy creams or gels? New Cryostat. Instant relief. No mess. Cryostat. A breakthrough in hemorrhoid treatment. Extinguishes itch, burn, swelling with cooling comfort. Instant relief. No mess. Cryostat.
Okay, listen up. I'm reworking the menu. Mayo, corn dogs, you are so out of here.
The complete balanced nutrition of Ensure with 24 vitamins and minerals, antioxidants, and omega-3s.
Ensure, nutrition in charge.
Cubs and Astros tied at 1 in the bottom of the ninth. You're watching Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN, your official summer baseball station. Well, the closer's getting some early action, relatively speaking, as Lindstrom worked the bottom of the 8th. Carlos Marmol worked the 9th, but in a tie game. And Lindstrom coming back here in the bottom of the 9th, facing Kosuke Fukudome, who takes a strike. Cubs are 5-4 when tied entering the 9th. The 1-1 on the way. It missed outside. The pitch. It's drilled into center for a base hit. Good start. Winning run is on with nobody out. How about this? The Cubs have 1, back-to-back series only one time this year. So a win today would make it back-to-back series wins just 2 times this season. They've had trouble gaining some consistency as Soriano has jumped into the on-deck circle for Ryan Theriot. Coy Hill hitting. See if he tries to lay down a bunt. He squares and it gets past, and Fukudome will take second. So now a bunt can get him to third. A pass ball charged to Quintero.
Quintero sets up on the outside corner. Lindstrom throws one way inside off the plate. Tips off the webbing of Quintero's glove. Goes all the way to the backstop. Big break for the Cubs right there.
Lou and Alan Trammell talking about the batting order and possible pinch hitters. There's the bunt by Hill, and it's fouled.
Coy Hill, knowing he's going to try to put down a sac bunt attempt. Watch him creep up into the front of the batter's box there. Takes one big step forward. Wants to make sure he gets on top of that pitch. Unfortunately, bunts it foul down that first base line. A little easier to keep that ball in fair territory the closer you are to that pitcher's mound. So Coy got all the way up in the front of that left-handed batter's box.
Pulled it back. The pitch was not a strike. 2-1. Theriot, by the way, is now on deck. The guess here would be Soriano, who's a candidate for that 9th spot, which is the pitcher's spot. There's the bunt, pretty hard one, and also foul. And now it's 2-2.
Nothing wrong with bunting it hard toward third base. Force Chris Johnson to come in and make the play, clearing a path for Fukudome to advance on to third, but you got to keep it in fair territory. I think they'll ask Coy to bunt again here with 2 strikes. That's something Lou generally does not like to do, but given Coy's first 3 at-bats in this ball game, I think they're going to make him put it down again.
Not going to bunt, and a half swing, and he breaks the bat over his knee. Very frustrated Coy Hill. 1 away.
I mentioned it had been a while since Coy Hill had started behind the plate, and the one thing you just don't see when you're not playing regularly is breaking pitches. All 4 strikeouts in the ball game have come on breaking balls. That time the Matt Lindstrom slider down and in, and Coy can't check his swing.
So it is Theriot with Soriano on deck. Fukudome, the runner at second after a leadoff single and a passed ball. Shot foul, upper deck, right side. Now, if Hill had gotten the bunt down successfully with Fukudome at first, this would have been the result, but it feels a lot different because he got there on a passed ball and then Hill struck out. So you go from feeling good to feel like you missed an opportunity, whereas the result essentially ended up being the same. The Cubs wanted to get Fukudome to third with 1 out. Two and 1. Brad Mills hoping his closer can get this game into the 10th. Fukudome is going to be stopped by Mike Quade. A late call by Quade, and I think it was the right one. Carlos Lee with a very good throw back to the cutoff man. First and third. Here's Soriano.
Carlos Lee has his share of deficiencies out there in left field, but one thing he can do is throw the ball. 6 outfield assists this season. That ball was hit hard. He got to it quickly. Fukudome was still 2 steps from third base when Lee was unloading that ball toward home plate. It would have been a dead duck at home.
So Lindstrom will get Soriano. If the game isn't over, looks like Tim Burdack will probably face Tyler Colvin. But Soriano's trying to end it right here. Cornerman in, double play depth up the middle. The outfielders have to move in a couple of steps on a sac fly situation. Here's the pinch hitter, Soriano, inside.
One hit and 5 at-bats in his career against Lindstrom for Alfonso Soriano.
The pitch, a pop-up, not deep. Bourgeois coming in. Fukudome is going to tag and has to stop. Throw gets all the way to the plate. It's going to be up to Colvin, and the question is, will it be Matt Lindstrom to face him? Burdack still loosening in the pen. I don't think we've seen the cap come off the bullpen coach yet.
Soriano looking for a pitch he could lift in the air to the outfield. Unfortunately got under it a little bit too much. Too shallow for Mike Quade and Kosuke Fukudome to take a chance right there.
Well, the Astros are wasting time here as now we see the cap come off. That means Burdack is ready. They were waving from the dugout. Is the lefty ready? And now he is.
Burdack has held left-handed hitters to a .227 batting average this season. The man on the mound, Matt Lindstrom, a .206 batting average.
And now Lou has a choice. Stick with Colvin and go with maybe an Xavier Nady, who has struggled lately. The chess match has begun in the ninth.
Among guys, Budweiser has become a kind of currency. Helping a friend move gets you a 6-pack. Up 3 flights? That's more. Dog sitting for the weekend? Well, that depends on the dog. Riding in the middle seat has its own benefits. The last wing is worth 1. The celery's worthless. Flying blind into a double date for your buddy earns you a case. Though, on occasion, you may owe him. So pay up with the beer that starts with full flavor and ends with a crisp, clean finish. It's what we do. Budweiser.
Look, we've all dealt with the itching of athlete's foot. I can't just wash it away. Killing it takes clinical strength. I only use Lotrimin Ultra. Its powerful formula can even cure severe cases of athlete's foot. Nothing cures better. Lotrimin Ultra, the killer cure.
Sears is proud to be Energy Star Partner of the Year. But the real stars are our customers. You're awesome. Like the Mendozas. For choosing Energy Star qualified appliances at Sears. Whoa. Pam. For recycling through the Sears RAD program. And Earl, you let Sears help you find more Energy Star rebates. So join the millions saving money and switching to Energy Star at SearsBigSwitch.com. Sears, life well spent.
Everyone thinks their baby is the most beautiful. Now you can decide. Vote for your favorite and one beautiful baby will win $5,000. But hurry, national voting ends July 28th. Go to WGNAmerica.com now.
There you go. We Dig wins. They're on WGN. It's going to be lefty against lefty. Tim Burdack facing Tyler Colvin.
3-game series. This is the third at-bat that Tyler Colvin will have against the Astros left-handed reliever. He grounded hard to Lance Berkman at first base in the first game of the series. Popped up to short last night.
Berkman is playing behind Ryan Theriot, but only a couple of steps behind him. We'll see if Theriot gets aggressive here. Tries to take second base. Not running as Colvin takes a slider low and away.
Yeah, Berkman is close enough to Ryan Theriot that you just can't take off with a defensive indifference. Now he's backing all the way up, and I think Theriot should take the bag at second.
He just asked Ivan De Jesus, what do you think, Amar? All right. There he goes. And Colvin takes a strike.
I mean, that takes away the force play up the middle of the field. Should there happen to be a ball hit up the middle, somebody has to dive for the play. They could conceivably get the force out at second base. That has been taken out of the equation now.
Johnson even with a bag at third. They are way back. In fact, both middle infielders on the grass. 1-2.
A good pitch to hit right there for Tyler Colvin. Middle of the thighs, middle of the plate, just came up empty.
Burdack ready for a 1-2 pitch, and he struck him out. We're going to go to the 10th. Big chance for the Cubs, but they could not get it done here in the ninth.
It's understood that if you get up to get a Budweiser, you come back with a round. How you carry that round is a matter of personal preference. There's the six-pack Strangler, the St. Bernard, the Flock of Geese, the Marsupial, the Sherpa, the Claw, even the more advanced Labrador Retriever. But we always come back with a beer that starts with full flavor and ends with a crisp, clean finish. It's what we do. Budweiser.
Coppertone Sport outshines. It protects you from the most damaging rays across 100% of the UVA UVB spectrum, and the protection stays on better because it's ultra sweat-proof. Coppertone Sport outshines, so you can enjoy the sun.
Expedia lets me mix and match airlines. I can take one airline out and another home. So with more flight options, I can find the combination that gets me there and back quickest. Where you book matters. Expedia.
Well, before we came to Lowe's, we tried another paint to cover our striped living room walls. We were told it would cover easily.
Slight exaggeration.
Huge exaggeration. Thankfully, Samantha here told us about high-def color.
I just told them about our new high-def signature color from Valspar. The built-in primer gives you excellent coverage, plus it's our fastest, most durable paint with superior color accuracy. I'm guessing you don't miss the stripes?
We don't miss the stripes at all.
Experience. Lowe's. Let's build something together. Happy 25th, Blizzard. Got you something. It's a spoon. For me to eat you. Celebrate the Blizzard's 25th with the new Pecan Pie Blizzard. Crispy pie crust, roasted caramel, and creamy DQ soft serve.
No matter what life throws at you, you can take the heat till it turns into heartburn. You've got what it takes. Zantac. It's strong, fast, lasting relief. So let him turn up the heat. You can stop that heartburn cold. Zantac.
Fresh off his first Major League win, Andrew Kashner will begin the 10th against pinch hitter Jason Castro, who bats for his catching colleague Humberto Quintero.
That's the easy way to do it. Put your left-handed hitting catcher in there for your right-handed hitting catcher. I'm a little surprised that the Astros didn't send Michael Bourne up there to lead off this inning. That's what he does.
3-0 as Kashner tries to find the plate. "16 pitches to cover 2 innings last night. Did not give up a base runner, and the Cubs thought about him coming out for a 3rd inning, which would have been the 8th. But Sean Marshall was rested, and they just didn't want to push it. Andrew had to feel good about himself after those 2 innings, so they got him out and ready to get back out there here today, but he has walked the leadoff man. We like the leadoff man at 1 o'clock to get on, but not in the 10th inning. And now it will be Michael Bourne. It was going to be Jason Michaels. But he bats for Burdack. There's the bunt. They've got a shot at second. And they get the out. Not a great throw by Cashner, but good enough. That's mostly good. The only not so great thing is that you replace Castro at first with Bourne.
And ball bunted hard right back to Cashner on the mound. You mentioned to throw a little bit offline to Castro. They were not going to be able to double up Michael Bourne anyway. Just make sure you get that force at second.
League's leading base stealer now at first. Michael Bourne with 29 on the year.
Boy, and when you have a base stealer on at first in a tie game, extra innings, you really need to try to get ahead in the count to that next hitter to give yourself the option to pitch out if you think Bourne is going to go. I mean, you can pitch out when you're behind in the count, but if they're not running, you fall further behind in the count, and now you have to throw a strike to that hitter, and that's when bad things start to happen. You put hitters in predictable counts.
Checked his swing as he bounces to Derek Lee. Throw to second. And they get Bourne. Bourgeois takes over. Back-to-back fielders' choices.
Well, Derek got his body into position, so as soon as he caught that ball, he could turn his upper body, deliver the ball to Castro, and get the speedy Michael Bourne at second base.
Starlin did not appear to be on the bag when the throw arrived, but more often than not, you'll get that out call because he was in the neighborhood. I like that they got the call. I don't like that call in general. I think you should be on the base to get the out. That's something with replay that would change. No question. Terrio down on a knee. So Cashner walks a leadoff man, but it doesn't hurt him. Bottom 10.
1-1. Wait for it. Boom. Ready? I see the face of America, and it is divine.
CC looks a bit rattled out there, and Dave Island is coming out for a visit.
Dave, I think we should put organic garden in that bullpen.
I think we should organize a group hug for all of New York.
Mobile classrooms, that was your idea, wasn't it?
How about a pizza party for all of Pittsburgh?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Senior prom for senior citizens.
I don't know about that one.
Pepsi's spending millions to fund refreshing ideas. Vote for ideas you care about at refresheverything.com.
See that girl in the stands? She got some great ideas.
What's up?
Oh, my feet are killing me.
You should get some custom fit orthotics.
Dr. Scholl's Custom Fit Orthotic Center. It recommends the custom fit orthotic that's best for your feet. And foot care scientists are behind it.
You'll get immediate comfort.
And you could save a couple $100. For locations, see drschols.com.